Yo, 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 welcome back to the Hulaham Hour. I am Curtis. You know that. This is Nick. You also know that. Team Ham, Team Hula, and Nick is beardless. What's up, bro?
Nothing, man. I figured I'd shave the beard in honor of this nice weather. I'm starting to get the little golf itch.
Goddamn love it. Let's kick it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's episode number 14. Again, as I said, Nick is without a beard. You won't catch me like that. Good for you, though. Feel the nice spring breeze blow through your chin. All right,
Yeah, it's pretty cold the first time.
All right, there has been a lot going on this week. I don't even know where to begin, but I will pick a spot. The NFL Combine is in the books. I did speak about how it would be cool if fans could go. It looks like one of the days there was a whole bunch of fans there. That'd be really fun to attend some point. Yeah, not a lot of standout stuff happening. Seemed like pretty cut and dry for the level of talent we're seeing come out of this year's draft. What were your overall thoughts this week on the Combine?
I think because Will Howard had a bad day and the amount of shit he got is exactly why you're going to see less and less people throw at the combine.
Yeah. Sanders doesn't throw. We've got... it goes to show it can be a negative thing, but in the grand scheme of things, it should be a positive thing for him. And even whether, if you throw like shit and then you go into your interviews or whatever, and they're questioning you about it, you have the ability to say, it's one day. It's one day. Yeah, so Combine was the Combine. A few highlights here. Maxwell Hairston, looks like ran the fastest 40 time. He is a cornerback from Kentucky at a 4.28, which is a very fast 40 time. Then you got Matthew Golden running the second fastest. He's wide receiver from Texas. I bet you that boosted his draft capital. Good old 4.29 40. Yeah, a whole bunch of stats. Guy jumped 43 inches. Nick Emenwari. Yeah, holy cow, that's a hell of a vertical leap. Three cone. Always like watching the three cone. Yeah, overall, Combine was a Combine. I don't think anybody came out really any less besides what you stated. I don't think anybody has gained much, but got to see these guys, live prime. Even though Sanders didn't throw and stuff, he still had interviews, which were, I thought really exactly what I would expect from Deion Sanders' son. And that's the thing, that everybody keeps on coming back for. Yeah, so moving on from the Combine, it's getting to be, I think, starting March 12th is the day that the league starts. Really looking forward to that. But we do have a plethora of headlines to go over here in the NFL. And right when we hopped on, Nick pointed out to me today that Max Crosby just became the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. You want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, that just shows you right there that Crosby's off the trading block permanently. They don't care if they win or lose this year as long as they keep him.
Yeah. Yep, he definitely is off the trading block. Sad
Can't say
day.
I blame him, though.
No, I don't at all. However, he said in the offseason he's ready to win. Good luck with that. Just, I don't know, they're going to have to pull something out of their ass. They must have some other plan in place, obviously, that we might not know about that made him stay. Because it just sounded like in the offseason and interviews, things like that, he was ready to bounce. However, here we are. Now he's making $106.5 million over the course of the next 3 seasons. Good for him. Congratulations, Max Crosby. That's a hell of a contract. More.
Yeah, with them though, I think if they can get during the draft, I think a new rookie shakeup at quarterback, because really they're not that bad of a team. They're lacking a quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. They just did not have any leadership last year. It seemed like I saw that they did release Gardner Minshew. Figured they would. Yeah. I also saw that the Bears acquired All-Pro guard Joe Thuney from the Chiefs in a trade, which means even the Chiefs are trading away players from this year because it obviously didn't work because they didn't win the Super Bowl. So why not just sell the farm? That was a good move for Chicago, I believe. Should be helping their offensive line to help Caleb Williams have more than a half a second to throw the football. So, but again, Ben Johnson, best of luck. Bears are cursed. I don't care if you think the Lions are. Bears are more cursed at this point than the Lions will ever be. Yeah, another headline. Got DK Metcalf coming out and requesting a trade after 6 seasons in Seattle. Him and Geno really haven't clicked. You know, when him and Russ had a little bit going on before Russ left. But what are your thoughts on DK Metcalf requesting a trade from Seattle?
I'm not even the least bit surprised. His production has dropped the last 2 years, and he's still an elite player. He wants somebody that can air the ball out.
Yeah, got to be able to do that. It's gonna be it'd be a tough spot to land anywhere for him. I'm just having trouble thinking of who would really benefit from having him. And I don't believe, like, my first thought would be the Rams, but they will not trade him in the division. No way. But it would be a good fit. They're looking for someone like him.
They did Cooper Kupp for DK Metcalf.
Yeah, that could be. That wouldn't be bad.
That'd be wild.
That would be very wild. It'd be super wild. Be wilding out. Yeah, I don't know, but I've always liked DK Metcalf as a player.
Everybody.
Yeah. I've always liked DK Metcalf as a player. He's always almost been on most of my fantasy teams since he's been in the league, so it's been really good for that up until the last couple of years when Geno started chucking in the pigskin. And just, hasn't really been the same since. Other headlines, saw that the Bengals are planning to franchise tag T. Higgins for a 2nd season in a row. Thoughts on that, Nick?
This is when you see people start holding out. Instead of giving him the money, granted, he's making $26.5 million this year alone. It's not like the guy's not getting paid. Most people don't annually make that at all. So,
correct.
I get both sides, but at the same time, it's like, just give me the contract.
Yeah, just give me the contract or tell me to go somewhere else. So, but I would hope that he doesn't
sign Jamar Chase long term.
Yeah, and Jamar Chase held out, and he got what he wanted last year. Now they, T. Higgins could pull the same thing. I don't know.
No, Jamar's on the last year of his deal. No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't get to a deal last. Well, weren't they going back and forth last season, or was he hurt?
Yeah, and he held out of the preseason, but said he'd come back for the regular season regardless.
Gotcha. Okay, I knew he held out in some fashion.
Yeah, but he still didn't get what he wanted. They still need to sign him long term too.
Yeah, they do. Bengals got they gotta get their shit all in one place, and keep it there. But they're having a hard time doing that. They seem to be having a hard time doing that.
You need to quit watching Jerry Jones videos, apparently.
Oh, yeah. God love it. Jets release Devontae Adams. That's no surprise to anybody, I don't think. It sounds like they're doing a complete rebuild from top to bottom. Thoughts on that? Thoughts on the complete Jets rebuild? For some reason, I'm not as mad at Aaron Glenn as I am Ben Johnson. I don't know why. But I also just don't like New York either. So what are your thoughts on the Jets organization as a whole? Just kind of refreshing.
Well, Adams was due $36 million. I don't think anybody's giving him that money, and they saved a lot by cutting him. They told Alan Lazard to go find a trade. So pretty much anybody that Rodgers wanted, they're telling him get the hell out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't blame him.
No, I don't either. It's definitely, but
I could see DK land in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting situation they've got going on in New York. It'll be fun to watch. I really wish they would have done Hard Knocks. That would have been a fun Hard Knocks, I think, this season. I wouldn't want to watch Aaron Rodgers on Hard Knocks, but I would watch the Jets, because apparently watching New York teams is fun on Hard Knocks because they crashed and burned. The New York Giants are the sole reason no NFL team wants to do the damn Hard Knocks anymore. They don't. No one wants to do it. So they're going down to North Carolina and they're gonna do. Well, I don't even know if they actually fully agreed on that. It's been in the talks, but I don't know if they've actually fully agreed on the University of North Carolina and Bill Belichick's football team being on Hard Knocks. So who knows? It might be the end of Hard Knocks.
I don't think they have, to be honest.
I don't think they have either. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to see it from a college perspective, for sure. I would absolutely enjoy thoroughly watching that. I know I never really watched it in-depthly till the Lions did theirs, and it was so good, and there was so much good footage and all that, but it does give almost too much of an inside peek as to what's going on behind the closed doors. So I understand it. I understand fully why teams are over it. And if it made it this many seasons, it still had a great run. Other headlines.
I was honestly amazed it made it this far.
Yeah, for sure. So other headlines. Looks like. Oh dang! Yeah, another. So the Rams traded another offensive lineman, Jonah Jackson, to the Bears for a 2025 draft pick. So, damn, the Bears are totally refreshing that offensive line. I mean, yeah, you kind of had to when you had like people with 3 limbs blocking for your quarterback.
Yeah, he ain't going to be a franchise quarterback for long like that.
No, not at all, man. Not even close. So, yeah. All right, other headlines. What do we got? Yeah, there was just a ton of. This is the time of year that it is the off season, but there's never a shortage of movement and things going on. It's super fun watching these different mock drafts. We talked about that last week. I don't really pay much attention to them, but it is kind of fun every once in a while to read into them. Very, very fun. Very, very fun. I'm really, these next couple weeks, a lot of stuff's going to start falling into place. We're going to see if, I think I heard another thing that Atlanta is planning to keep Kirk Cousins on as the backup quarterback and still pay him all that money, which is a giant mistake, in my opinion. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't see him keeping him, to be honest. I think they're just telling teams that so they can't plan around picking him up.
Yeah, that could be. Wouldn't be any surprise to me though if they if Kirk went behind and signed early, kind of like he did with Atlanta last year. Anyway, somewhere else. Who knows? Because
think about the Stafford deal. How many teams literally stopped their search on what they were doing to make sure they could entertain at least an idea to talk to him, and then
yeah, big friggin'.
Yep.
Another trade we forgot about, that Deebo Samuel going to Washington. Thoughts? Give me your thoughts.
Good luck being a third option and having under 1,000 yards receiving, Deebo. You haven't been a real receiver in 4 years. I don't see that going well for him.
Yeah.
They already have running backs. They have a number 1 receiver. You're going to be a role player, buddy.
Yeah.
And you got traded for a 5th-round pick.
Yeah, 5th-round pick, man. That's what they felt he is worth, which is saying a lot. And he was one that was holding out for a contract and all that last year too, right?
No, he was holding out because he was sick of being the running back and doing everything.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, so, Vikings did not tag Sam Darnold. I didn't think that they would. I didn't think they'd even entertain that idea. I believe their future lies in McCarthy. I think, I don't really want to. I want to see that man succeed, but I don't want to see the Vikings succeed. So I don't know. That's kind of having my cake and eating it too, I suppose. But yeah. So all right. As for some NFL headlines, right now I got other important dates. We got the draft coming up very quick. Let's see here.
April 27th, I think.
April 24th through the 26th. It's going to be in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Good luck to Green Bay. I hope they host a very good draft. Will be nothing like we did last year in Detroit. Sorry, burst your bubble early, but it will not be because Detroit rocks. We are Rock City. Should be a fun draft, even though it's not as exciting as most. It doesn't seem like there's as many high prospects out there. However, the draft's always fun. People come out of nowhere, I mean, look at Jalen Hurts wasn't a super top quarterback pick, and look what he's done. I mean, Super Bowl MVP this year kind of speaks volumes. And he's doing it right.
Bo Nix was late first round.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be top tier. Doesn't have to be top tier at all. All right, yeah. Got lots of other stuff. But like I said, March 12th is that beginning of the league year. So expect a lot of stuff to happen. That day's always been very exciting to me. I've always looked forward to that day, especially in the off season when there's not a lot going on. Yeah, so in searching about other topics earlier, I also noticed one of the headlines that the Detroit Lions have decided to kind of invoke almost a no resale policy with their season ticket holders, as they found out last year that their tickets were being resold at a hellaciously gouging price and markup from their face value. Yeah, it's kind of cool they're stepping in and doing that. However, if you're a season ticket holder and you buy them, you kind of have the right to do with them the hell you want. What are your thoughts on the Lions doing that? It is keeping the good fans close, though.
I'm going to say apparently they don't have the right to do whatever the hell they want. Or they wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
But I get it, though. And the alternative is they just jack up season ticket prices just through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
So, I mean, either one of the two is happening. So I think I would probably just leave it and not resell them.
Yeah. I remember in college, season tickets, I would always be in touch with the people because I was always just interested in having season tickets for the Lions. I always made it to a lot of games, yada, yada. I remember vividly it was for one seat in the 300 section for the whole year. It was $379. Last year, you could barely find a game to go to for that amount of money, which is nuts. I mean, it's good for whatever. It's good that they're sold out, but it's one thing to pay double face value, whatever, if you want to get good seats. It's another thing to have to pay up the ass for even the nosebleeds. It just isn't fair to the fans. So I'm semi-glad to see him step in, but I'm also like, let them do what they want. But I also know at least we're reselling them to other Lions fans. That's a positive. We're not selling them like Green Bay selling them to Detroit and then having half of your stadium be Honolulu blue. Each their own. Okay. Got anything else in the NFL this week?
No, there's going to be a lot of action here in the next week. I love it because this is really when things get screwed up and shakes up the whole world.
Yeah, see if we can shake and bake. Let's do it. Shake and bake. Okay. Very looking forward to this offseason. I hope the Lions really do their due, man. Yeah. Okay. Moving on to our second favorite topic on this channel. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all the support. The TGL wrapped up its regular season last night with a complete ass whooping. An absolute butt fuck. It was bad. It was bad. I mean, Tiger Woods, they did get a victory this year, which is better than Boston did. However, it just seemed like the victory they got was kind of on accident, and also all four of their losses are just terrible. And it's Tiger. I mean, Tiger's not golfed well in the matches that I've watched him play, but it's still exciting to watch. I will say, we're watching last night out pool, and people that, some of our buddies that hadn't seen it before, were commenting about how it just seemed different and fun to watch and everything. So, I don't know, what were your thoughts on the match last night?
It is. It's really been entertaining to watch. But to be honest, Tiger is out there playing against people that shoot every day, that shoot tournaments every weekend. He's showing up on Tuesday. All right, guys, let's go.
Yeah. It could be. I think Tiger probably still hits some balls.
He's still golfing.
Yeah.
Oh, I guarantee he does every day, but that's not like going in a 4-round tournament every week.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So, on Monday, had a doubleheader. It was kind of cool to watch a little TGL work, but I'd rather have it a little later. However, Boston lost to New York 10-6. That was a fun match, but the funnest match was LA versus the Bay. It was hands down just very exciting, very competitive golf. That was the one that I definitely thought was the most exciting match that I watched all year. Hammers were utilized properly. Seemed like, they just have, both those teams definitely have the best chance to win it. It's clear. Very excited for the playoffs. New York, Boston, again, wasn't anything to write home about. However, there's a couple things that I've been wanting to shout out to the TGL. One of my things when they hit the ball, I've seen it when they're back, and it shows the whole screen, and it's a way better view of the shot instead of being like right on top of the ball. They need to change that camera angle. That's one of my biggest things. Just let us see kind of what they're seeing, not a zoomed in version of what they're seeing. That's my thing. I'm watching it here right now, and it just needs to be zoomed out. So cool to see New York make the playoffs. Looks like our bracket for the playoffs, we got the Los Angeles tied up the number 1 seed with that victory. It's going to play New York, the 4th seed, and the Bay is going to play Atlanta. Those are both going to be really good matches. Which one are you more excited about?
Honestly, I'm more excited for the LA New York, just for the simple fact that Xander Schauffele only played week 1, got hurt, and showed up last week. So he's back in full swing for New York, and that's huge.
Yeah.
He's a top 10 golfer in the world.
He played very well in the match
that
on
could
Monday.
Change everything.
He played very well. Had a chip in I'm pretty confident of. It's going to be fun. I did read somewhere, one of the headlines might even be down on our bottom ticker. I don't know where I read it. Read so much, it seems like, for this Hulaham Hour, that there's some updates on 2025's the way they're going to run things. And I forget what it is. No, not the playoffs. No, I want to know. Anyways, I want to look into that more because it seems like they laid out some stuff for next season already. So that'd be cool. Try to give you an insight on that. Hopefully it's a little bit of an expansion. Hopefully it's a little bit more of an extended season. Hopefully Tiger Woods sheds out some more money and builds another couple arenas around the country to get this more popularized, because as fun as it is kind of like a total just celebrity meetup, it seems like. You got so many celebrity owners. Celine Dion's on there last night singing her heart out, just stuff like that, which is cool and all. However, gotta remember it's for the people. So, not saying we need 10,000 seat arenas for it, but build a couple more so there's not just one place to go. All right. Yeah. Got anything else for TGL for this week?
I think it was great first season. I mean, they launched late just because that's when their launch was. They can do nothing. They'll do nothing but improve on it next year. And I'm excited to watch the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm very much this league better not. I keep seeing stuff pop up on my YouTube feed. Now, is TGL failing? This, that, this. Well, one, it's not a new sport, but it's a new format for a sport. A sport that just has technology coming out of its pores. At every day, it seems like there's a new piece, a new simulator, a new this, new that. And it's fun to see these guys interact with one another too. I'm really pumped to get this merger done with Live and PGA so we can start getting some Live players. They also mentioned, you had mentioned to me that they're looking at putting some women in there possibly. I'd be fine as long as, it's not just a team of women, that they just make it like one woman on each team, make it fair, just like that. It'd be fun. It'd be good. It'd be good for the sport. It'd be good for viewers. It'd be good to see that growth happen for golf. So, yeah, and PGA, the Con needs I forget the hell the name of it, whatever. But that classic was this weekend. There was a guy the first round that had 2 hole-in-ones in the same round, which is, I think they said it was like 1 to 60 million odds that happens. Looking forward, I believe it's the Arnold Palmer Classic coming up this weekend. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's going to be some good golf. That's going to be some really good golf.
You should see a lot of decent names in this one. It's a warm-up for the Players' Championship the following week.
Yeah, the Players' Championship. That's going to be some great golf. Very looking forward to that. Should be some really good outdoor golf coming up soon. We're going to have the playoffs for TGL our next week. It looks like back-to-back nights. Looks like Monday and Tuesday of next week. And then the following week they will have it's best of 3 series for the championship, which I think is smart. I like that they're doing the best of 3. I'd even like maybe next year if they end up getting a couple extra teams that they do best of 3s for the whole playoffs, not even just the championship. Be cool. Be super cool. The betting, it's on FanDuel. The betting seems really cool that they're doing a lot more on FanDuel than they are on DraftKings. I hope that changes, because I'm a DraftKings guy. But yeah. Closest to pin, all that, and that's some fun betting. You're betting on the 16th hole closest to pin at what was it?
Waste Management Open.
Yeah, Waste Management. Yep. That's some fun stuff. That's what the people want. We just want fun. We want to have fun with our money. That's all we want.
I made a weekend out of that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. NHL. Red Wings, kind of on a skid right now. Not good. If I'm reading that right.
After losing a couple to Columbus, man, that hurt a lot with them being the number 2 wild card.
Yeah, sure did. It sure did. We Hurricanes last night fell short 2-1. That wasn't good either. But we just got to hang in there. We're so close. We're very, very close. It's unbelievable to me that all of a sudden the Pistons are doing better than the Red Wings, but that's the way it is. It's been good though to see the Red Wings selling out, or I wouldn't say so much selling out, but at least selling more tickets. Like it seems like the last few years, you have Pistons games at the Red Wings games. You look in the crowd at Little Caesars Arena. It's just not as full as it should be, and it's good to see that the people are coming to the games because they're more exciting and they're fun, and just people are loving it. Yeah, so we got Red Wings are 4th in the Atlantic Division in the Eastern Conference. I'm trying to find the... Oh, well, doesn't matter. Yeah, are we pretty much fell out of that wild card spot then, or are we still in the second slot?
I do believe we're in the hunt. but I think we might have slid out of it. There's so many teams within like 4 or 5 points that it's going to jump around for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it will. It will definitely. Will definitely bounce around.
Last year we only missed it by like 2 points.
Yeah. All right.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the last week of the year again.
Yeah, because didn't it? Yeah, it ended really shitty last year for us, like that. We won, but another team won, so we lost, kind of situation, or we didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, we're on the outside looking in.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the Rangers overtook us for that wild card spot.
Just need to pull their heads out their asses and start playing some good hockey again. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10. They're on a 3-game skid, but I think we can change that. I think we can get back to where we were going. You know, we're 30-25 and 6. So yeah.
There's eight teams within 6 points of each other for that last wild card spot.
God love it.
So it is a very close race.
Yeah. So we got Alexander Ovechkin getting very close again. I think he's gotten closer since last week with goals. Do you know what he's down to?
I think he's got 12.
12 left? I thought it was 11 last time I checked.
He'll get it this year.
Oh, he definitely will. It's been so much fun to watch. So much fun to watch.
And now he's starting to donate his race for the chase to cancer research for the Gretzky Fund.
Okay. Ooh, looking at some NHL headlines here. Looks like there was a 3-team deal that Detroit was involved in. And Detroit got a 4th-round pick out of it somehow. That's cool. Seattle receives Isamont. It says Borkstrad, Goud traded to Lightning in 3-team deal. Looks like it was Seattle, Tampa, and Detroit in a 3-way trade. The trade deadline for the NHL was today? Was it this week? It's getting close.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. All right, anything else on the NHL this week?
Well, let's hope the Red Wings pull their head out of their ass and start playing some better hockey.
Yeah, get it together, Red Wings. You know what? We're better than that. We know you are. You've been playing very well. Don't let Columbus, Yeah. Which, by the way, before we move on, speaking of that outdoor game with Columbus, what were your thoughts on the outdoor game?
I've never been a huge fan of the outdoor games just because they don't ever move any seats closer in. I get they have performers and stuff that are in the inside bowl, but man, they should have some kind of special seats that are a lot closer to the arena.
Yeah, absolutely thought that was a joke. But the other thing I noticed is they said that they sold out. Every time that they would fly over that stadium, it did not look sold out to me by a long shot. I know it's a lot to sell for one game and yada yada for hockey especially. However, it just seemed like they didn't try as hard. So hopefully they don't go back to try again there because it's just I don't know. Just wasn't feeling it like I normally was for an outside game. So I'm hoping that they can figure that out. Get the people close to the action, man. I mean, it's not hard. We don't ask for much. Get us down there. Screw the performances. No one wants to watch at an intermission. No one wants to watch a concert at an intermission. They're there for hockey. Just have 2 old farts go out and bare knuckle box. That'd be way better. All right. Moving on here to another Detroit team. The Pistons. 6th place in the Eastern Conference, sitting at 35-27. Playing very well. Watching them play recently, it's been fun. They're on a 2-game win streak, 6-4 in their last 10. What are your thoughts on the Pistons, brother?
Yeah, we're starting to level out a little bit. We played some good competition lately. Beat the Clippers. We finally started to beat some teams with winning records. It makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Instead of beating up on, the Washington Wizards. So we definitely look a bit better, though. Our defense and our turnovers are still pretty shoddy.
Yeah, Cade Cunningham's been playing out of his mind this year, which he's been way overdue to do. Way overdue. Like you said, it's just been fun to watch. The dynamic that they have with Beasley, Cunningham, is great. Just overall, again, like I said, seats are being sold out. The excitement's back in Detroit for those two sports again, which just seems forever since we've had it. So it's good. It's great. I'm loving it. Yeah, Pistons in 6th place. Looking really, really good for them to make the playoffs. Be really, the season's going to be wrapping up here shortly. It looks like Cavs and Celtics already have clinched their 2 playoff spots in the Eastern Conference. Thunder's the only team in the West that has. Thunder is dominantly ahead. Another hot topic is the fact that the Lakers are now just seem to be like unstoppable. This trade for Luka, every day that goes by makes LA look like geniuses and makes Dallas want to burn their city to the ground. What are your thoughts on the Lakers playing the way they've been playing?
Lakers have been playing great ball. Luka and LeBron are getting together like everybody thought they would. He's a 22-year vet in the league. He can pretty much play with the wall if he wanted to.
Yeah.
And as for Dallas, well, your only chance of saving your season just went down with a torn ACL. Time to pack up, go golfing, try not to murder Nico Collins because your season's done.
Yeah.
There's absolutely your season's over.
Yeah, I feel for you, Kyrie. Our thoughts are with you, man. Hope you recover quick and recover well and come back and be another force still.
Here's something else to think about. Just throwing this out here. He's got a player option at the end of the year. He could opt out and go play with Luka, LeBron, and have Kyrie. He's played with LeBron before, and he's played with Luka before. He knows them both very well. Just saying.
Yeah, and LA would make that happen.
Have Austin Reeves as the other guard, Kyrie, and oh my God.
Yeah, that would be
it's
wild.
LA, it wouldn't surprise me.
That would be a very, very insane threesome. Giggity.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be nuts. And you're probably not far off, especially the way the cards have been falling in the NBA as of late. Just seems like it's totally a possibility. Well, Lakers been playing out of their minds. Nuggets been playing well too. Nuggets took it to Detroit last week. That wasn't a good game to watch. But other than that, they've been playing well. Beat Boston. Just been playing good ball. Yeah, the Mavericks have slid all the way down to the 10th slot, which I think it's the last play-in spot, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, and the Suns are only 2 games back, I think, now.
Yeah.
So if Kevin Durant turns it on here in the last few weeks and they're using all their backups, could be Dallas sitting on the outside after making the finals last year. Just saying.
Yeah, well, that's the crash and burn effect of being the loser of any finals in any sports. It seems like the next year it's just a dismal year 99% of the time. It's very hard to rebound from such things.
Yeah, especially when you trade a generational talent away.
Yeah.
It makes it really tough.
Yeah, it makes it damn near impossible. Damn near impossible.
For a guy who plays about 50% of the games because the other 50 he's hurt.
Yeah. Been a lot of season-ending injuries in the NBA this year. Hate seeing that. Really hate seeing that.
Especially Kyrie. He's having very great numbers this year.
Yeah. Yeah, so shout out to Kyrie. Hope, like we said, hope you heal well, my man. Come back hot. Come back, play wherever. Take that player option. Don't take it. Do whatever. But our advice here on the Hulaham Hour is run away from Dallas. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, really looking forward to the Pistons' upcoming games we got here on the docket. Looks like they're playing tonight at 10:30 against the Clippers. And they'll play again Saturday, March 8th at 8:30 against Warriors. Those will both be really good games. They played Clippers a couple of weeks ago, I thought.
Yeah, we did. We beat them.
Yeah,
we came back.
And we beat them 106-97. So, see if we can't run that back. Yeah, the Pistons look really good on Monday. I did catch a good amount of that game on Monday, and that was that was a good game. That was a good game. Played well. Yeah. Anything else on the NBA front this week?
Nope.
Wait. Well, staying in the basketball spirit, my number one question is, who did Auburn lose to?
Texas Tech. Or Texas A&M, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they did lose to Texas A&M. Okay, wow. They only got one game left. That's Saturday against Alabama. That'll be a fun game to watch. Nick, I know you'll be watching.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then what day is the Michigan State game?
That's
Sunday.
Yes, I was going to say, I believe that is Sunday.
I'm ready for Selection Sunday here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not this. It's not Sunday the 9th. I think it's like the following Sunday. Oh, wait, no, because Selection Sunday happens. It happens after all the tournaments. I forgot about that. Forgot about the tournament. That's why it's not that Sunday. Duh.
I'm ready for the regular season to be over. I'm sick of hearing about seeding. I'm ready to get into March Madness.
Yeah, well, looks like that Michigan State is still the highest ranked Big Ten team, which go green. Looks like Texas Tech with that win against Auburn jumped up to the number 9 seed from 22.
Oh, Auburn's a great team, man.
Or I'm sorry. Texas Tech is number 9. Texas A&M is still 22. Yeah. So we'll have to see if that bumps Auburn off of the top tier here or not. I would have to imagine
they're not moving anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They could lose to Alabama on Saturday, and they're still going to be a 1 seed. I put money on that.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. Auburn's been fun to watch.
They have the most quad 1 wins out of anybody this year by like 6 games.
Yeah.
I mean, they're absolutely the 1 seed.
For sure. And they deserve it. Every time that I've watched them play this year, they play very well. Bruce Pearl's a G. So, very excited for this regular season, like you said, to wrap up, for us to get into the conference tournaments, championships. We'll be keeping you all up to date as much as we possibly can. Here on the Hulaham Hour, it is our job and duty to bring you, the people, weekly updates. All right. Yeah, Michigan's going to be a great game. Michigan fell down to 17 after a rough couple of games there. There was a really rough game against Illinois. I watched that game on Sunday. That was probably the worst game I've watched Michigan play all year.
Their offense has just been terrible.
Yeah, they just did not look like the team I've watched play. Currently losing to Maryland, so I don't know. We'll see.
A lot of game left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, State looked good against Wisconsin last week. That was a good game to watch. State, the last few games that I've watched them play, it's like even the whole game, and then boom, pull away by 12 with the last 2 minutes left. Like, which, it's a way to play. However, it's not a way to consistently win. So hopefully they can figure out a way to pull ahead earlier to keep it that way. But we'll see.
Except for that State Maryland game on that buzzer beater from the other side of the logo. That was unbelievable.
Yeah. Speaking of buzzer beaters, I know you're pretty sore about that Tennessee Alabama buzzer beater. Tell us what you really think about that.
I've watched it again and again, and for the refs to make a 5-second call in that situation, it's like the NFL calling delay a game. They give them that extra tick all the time, and now you want to affect the end of the game by calling it now. Come on. I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it was.
But it is what it is. They had a nice shot. It is what it is.
It is what it is. One of the most powerful sentences known to mankind.
I just don't agree with that call in that situation unless it's blatant. That happens all game, every game, and they don't fucking call it. But you want to call it there.
I know.
Come on.
There is always blown calls and things, but you're right. And even to the point of
how
even
many times
after
in the NFL do you watch the clock hit 0?
Yeah. Yeah. Even after you mentioned another portion of it where like they had the jump ball and then no time ticked off the clock and the whole thing was just bad. But hey, still exciting to see a buzzer beater. Hate that you're on the losing end of it, but sucks. But hey, it was a very, very good game to watch. It was a very great game to watch.
It was.
Yeah. So yeah, basketball is wrapping up. Very excited to see. I'm very excited to do a bracket this year. Love doing one every year, whether I've been watching a lot of college basketball or not. Absolutely love doing a bracket because you never know. You never know. You could win $1 million or whatever it is from ESPN. And it seems every year, there seems to be someone that gets closer and closer and closer. So one day someone's got to do it. Just one day. I think it'll happen. I think it'll happen in our lifetime. No. Just once. Only gotta happen once.
How long they've been doing brackets for?
Yeah, I know. It probably won't. But it would be sweet if it did.
It's never.
Be super cool if it actually happened.
There's way too many upsets in March Madness.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we love about it. That's the best part about it is all of the upsets. All the upsets. All right. So a little bit of baseball coverage. Caught the tail end of the Tigers spring training game today, playing the Phillies. Tigers scored 17 runs today. It's a lot of runs for a baseball game. Thought that was pretty sweet. Scored 6 in the second, 6 in the third, 3 in the sixth, 2 in the eighth. Damn, man. Yeah, they just were killing it. Yeah. Regular season. It's going to be starting before we know it. Spring training is in full effect. What are your thoughts on the Tigers this year?
It's hard to judge. I don't get too much into spring training watching all the Double-A kids play each other. But I'll definitely be paying attention once the regular season rolls around here.
Yeah. I like spring training just because of all those rookies, and it does give them an opportunity to shine, and sometimes you find that one guy the one piece you were missing. However, it looks like we hit back-to-back home runs today. That's freaking sweet. That's super cool. Yeah, I'm excited about baseball. Springtime has always been a fun time of year for me. All the snow starts melting. See green outside again. And baseball. Like we said last week in April in the D campaign that Fox Sports used to run, that was a lot of fun. And it's about to be that time again. Spring training will be going on the next month. We'll try to keep everybody up to date and posted with that as we possibly can. Okay. You got any other topics for this week, my man?
Nope, I got no closing topics this week.
No? Yeah. There was a lot going on in the sporting world. We thank you again for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed again this week's episode. We'll be having some guests coming up very shortly. We'll be announcing them once we get more solidified. And really looking forward to that. We're going to probably have a couple guests not log in via wherever they're going to be at, but we're getting set up here at Studio Branham to be able to have some in-house guests, which will be a lot of fun. I know I just caught Joe Rogan had Bill Murray on, which it's like an almost humanly impossible thing to get a hold of Bill Murray in the real life of world. But apparently they linked up and they did their podcast. And Bill Murray was just such a national treasure. I hope by the time that man passes, we've found the ability to clone, and we can clone him and make him younger and make him live all over again, because that man is he's just such the stories that were told on there. That's why we do this kind of thing. That's why anybody gets into doing this kind of podcasting thing. So, yeah, if you haven't got to see it, check it out on the Joe Rogan's podcast. It was a really good episode. Even if you've never caught an episode of his, check it out. It was really good. Yeah, so anyways, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning into the Hulaham Hour. We really appreciate all your support. And with that being said, Nick, we will see you next week. Hulaham, out.